What's going on, y'all? Your boy Darius back here for another video, and this time I'm so upset because I recorded my reaction for episode 2, and it was legit recording, and all of a sudden I look down, I don't know at what point it stopped, but it did not save my reaction, and there was some good stuff in that reaction to episode 2, and I'm so pissed, I'm so mad. You don't understand how mad I am that I don't have that. But yeah, that's gonna bother me for a minute. It really is gonna bother me. So I guess in lieu of I guess that's the right word. In the absence of a proper reaction to episode 2, I'm just gonna give my thoughts on the episode. Spoilers, of course. I'm gonna spoil this episode. I'm just so pissed that it didn't save. That's insane. So this episode introduced us to White Tiger, Hector Ayala. R.I.P. to the actor who played him, by the way. He passed away before this season even came out. And how he helps a guy who's getting beat on by some dirty cops. Or as it ends up being dirty cops, he just thought it was a guy getting beat on by people. And then he kills one of them. The other guy reveals that he's a cop. And basically, Matt has to represent him. It becomes a whole thing of because he's a cop killer. They love throwing that tag on people. He's a cop killer. Screw him, lock him away, throw away the key. It becomes a whole thing of just bro, I didn't know he was a cop. I was just trying to help out a guy. I didn't even mean to kill that one guy. He just sort of fell into the train tracks, got hit by the train. It wasn't his intention to do that, and it sets up a really interesting conversation about the police and the movement of all cops are bastards, or the cops are always right. And where's the medium there? Where's the happy medium? Where's the middle ground there? And there's a lot of things going on with Fisk as mayor, especially with the police commissioner. The police commissioner was gonna leave. The police commissioner, by the way, didn't take no shit for Fisk. He didn't take no shit from him until Fisk involved his family. But he was trying to leave, and if he was gonna leave and resign, then certain cops would leave with him. And Fisk was I'm not having that. Basically went back to his old Fisk ways of extortion, bribery, or whatever it's called, intimidation, and be listen, I went to go get a Philly cheesesteak from where your family was just at eating. Okay, here's a picture of them, and it might have been a bastard son or a son he didn't want the world to know about. So Fisk is doing that. Fisk and Vanessa went to some couples counseling at the end there with Matt's girlfriend, who, by the way, gorgeous woman. Good Lord, she is. And the riz that Matt has, there's a scene where they're they're at a little dinner date and stuff, and Matt has to leave, and she's yo, you'll make it up to me later, and Matt's just oh, I'm yes, yeah, Matthew, it's a sinner, that boy. So there was that. There was also, we did find out that BB Urich was indeed Ben Urich's niece. I thought maybe it could have been granddaughter or something, but I don't remember him saying he had kids in the original series. It was interesting. Fisk talking to her interviewing him and whatnot. And I'm just bro, you're sitting across from the man who strangled your uncle, strangled him to death. That's so messed up. And Fisk just sitting there knowing that he did that, and it's just Fisk is he's such a piece of shit. He is. They do find out that Hector is indeed White Tiger. Matt's cop friend, the retired cop friend, Cherry. I thought his name was Jerry, but it's Cherry. Investigates him, finds the White Tiger costume, and they did confirm that he did have the amulet that does give him powers, which I didn't know if they were going to do that. But they are going the amulet route. We met Hector's wife. We found out he has a picture of his daughter, who I'm assuming is Ava Ayala, who in the comics does become White Tiger after him. I know there's another White Tiger. I think it's Hector's niece or cousin or something. Is it Angela Del Toro? That sounds about right. She's a private investigator. I don't know if we'll ever get her, but if something happens to him, if he dies by the end of this season, which he may or may not, we might get Ava in the future. Maybe she could join the Young Avengers or something like that. And I gotta say, the court scenes are so much better in this show than, not the original show, but better than She-Hulk. Because She-Hulk, I get it was a comedy, supposed to be more lighthearted. But some of the court scenes was just outrageous. Some of the stuff that was happening, just like, bro, like come on now, this is a sketch right now. And again, I get it, comedy, but it's such a far cry. Like it's night and day between that, like those legal scenes, and these legal scenes that actually keep me engaged, and like the stuff they're talking about, just it sounds so real. And I guess you could get Legal Eagle to make a video critiquing them and being like, that's not what you would say, that's not what happened, that's not what the judge would do. But it was very interesting stuff. The fact that like the judge didn't want to hear anything about like him getting bail. He's just like, he's a cop killer. That's it. No bail. And poor Hector's been getting beat up at Rikers. So trying to think of anything else. I mean, Fisk was just out here trying to do like more outward facing things to get people on his side. Like they were stuck in traffic because of this hole, and he just goes out, gets these construction dudes like, hey, go fill that hole. Go ahead, go do it. The guy's like, we're waiting for the orders. I just gave the order. Go do it. Like, he's trying to be like a man of action. A man of action. A man of the people. That's what kind of mayor I'll be. Yeah. So Matt at the end though, he I forgot to mention. I think there's a guy that Matt's therapist girlfriend, like she has like a book signing or whatever. There's this real like scrawny looking guy who like he looks like he could be like, I don't want to say like he looked like a school shooter, but he kind of looks like that type. He kind of has that look about him. Like he had to look about him that something could be disturbed about him, and like he wants to receive therapy from her. And just when I saw him, I was just like, there's something with him. And then as he kept talking, I was just like, that might be Muse. That might be Muse. And I don't know who plays Muse, and I don't want to know who plays him. But that might be Muse. And if so, oh boy, I hope he doesn't become like infatuated with her like Ben Poindexter did with his therapist, and something terribly wrong goes there. But Matt goes to find the key witness that that Hector saved, and the cops are on their way to kill him, and he gets him out of there. And the cops beat Matt's ass, and then they're gonna kill him. And Matt at first didn't want to fight back, because if he fights back, then there goes the secret of, oh, he's a blind lawyer who can actually see and somewhat and actually kick ass and shit. But he had to do it. He had no choice but to do it. And it was a great moment where like he put the gun to his head, and then before he shoots it, just he just grabs it and stuff. It's so good. And he whoops their ass, breaks the one dude's arm, he slams the one dude onto his neck. I'm pretty sure if he's not dead, he's at least paralyzed. And we get like that classic Matt scream at the end. It's just like, ah! That rage scream. And we did see that the one cop did have like a Punisher like tattoo up here. So they're doing the storyline that I heard about where these dirty cops are using Punisher's logo to sort of dispense their justice and punish, and I'm guessing that's where Punisher's going to come in. That's where Matt next episode is going to have to go to Frank and be like, hey, these cops are using your logo, man, like this. You got to do something about this, which it's a ballsy move to do, because there are a lot of people in real life who, a lot of cops, they use the Punisher logo. They identify with Punisher, even though if you ever read a comic, Punisher does not identify with the cops. There's like an issue, in fact, where like, I think Punisher has found cops with his logo, and he's telling them to just like, if you want a role model, look to Captain America. I'm not it. Punisher exists because the cops aren't doing their job, or like the system is broken. And Frank doesn't want to be the Punisher. He wants there to be a world where he's not needed. But because he's needed, it's like, hey, you guys need to change. You guys need to make it so that you no longer need me. You guys are supposed to be better than me. You're not supposed to be doing what I'm doing, okay? I'm like the very extreme of it, okay? So I hope we get a lot of that stuff in the show. That'd be great. I hope we get a scene just like that, where Frank is just like, let me tell you something, man. If you want a role model, I am not it. You want a role model? His name is Captain America. Be great, especially because Captain America right now is Sam Wilson. You tell these corrupt cops, who your role model is? A black man. Oh. Anyway, those are my thoughts on it's my little breakdown run through thoughts. I thought it was phenomenal stuff. Again, I'm still mad that my reaction to it, because I had some good reactions to stuff, and I had fixed the audio, because the audio last episode was very low. But I fixed the audio of it, man, and it was all going smoothly, and just it's a tough game, this editing and reaction game. It really is. I can see right now. But don't worry. By the time of episode 3, should have gotten it all sorted out. Let me know what you guys thought of Daredevil Born Again episode 2. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button for the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button. All right, so you are here, a part of the journey to 900 subscribers. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.